Welcome into Cavalier Field. Sorry about the technical difficulties getting started, but we are good to go now. And a 1-2 count to Miller Durham as the pitch misses and the throw down to second, not in time. So the A's lead it 2-0 as we are headed to the top of the second. We'll be back after this. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Steven Trinidad back on the mound for the Dodge City A's, set to face off against Roberts, Gomez, and Molina for the Liberal BJs. A 2-0 count now on Joel Roberts. The A's lead it 2-0 after the 2-run home run by Grant Weisermans in the bottom of the first inning. A 3-0 count now to Roberts.
That 3-0 on its way from Steven. Strike on the inside corner. Roberts ready to hit now. See what he's going to do. You know, our pitching staff has gotten a lot better, though, when it comes to, like, leadoff walks and, you know, keeping that leadoff runner off base as that ball is pieced up the middle for a base hit. But, hey, at least he earned his way to first base. You can always take those, you know, when they earn their way to first base rather than, you know, just giving them free 90s. It's a lot more easy to, you know, stomach that.
Yep. Steven Trinidad getting the start tonight for the Dodge City A's has an 0-1 record coming into tonight. Making his fourth appearance for the Dodge City A's. So a runner on, nobody out. Cesar Gomez at the plate for the BJs. A first pitch misses outside for ball number 1.
You know, Steven's one of those guys that has really good stuff, good fastball, good changeup, good curveball. It's just location, location, location with him. You know, if he gets dialed in, starts filling up the strike zone. As that runner takes off for second, Isaiah throws, and he is safe. Another stolen base for the Liberal BJs. Very, I don't know what's the word you say. They're very aggressive on the base pass today. Couldn't think of the word for a second, but we got it.
So Trinidad with 7 2/3 innings pitched. His longest outing come against the Derby Twins on June the 23rd as that pitch is in for strike number 1. Trinidad with a 15.26 ERA on the season has 10 strikeouts and 9 walks, allowing 12 hits and 14 runs.
That ball's fouled away down the right-hand side for strike number 2. Count evens up at 2 apiece. So as you see, like, he has 10 strikeouts with 9 walks. You know, once he's in the zone, he's very effective. It's in 10 strikeouts in 7 innings. That's more than 1 strikeout an inning.
Yeah.
So
he had 8 of those strikeouts against the Derby Twins.
Yeah, so he definitely is a good pitcher when he's in the zone, and that's all that, you know, we could really want from him is just get in the zone and compete.
Yep.
As the count runs full to Cesar Gomez, the DH.
The payoff pitch coming from Trinidad as he comes set. Takes a look back at second.
Ball's chopped to the left side, foul. And we will do the full count over again.
So the payoff over again is Trinidad working from the first base side of the rubber, delivers outside, and that'll put runners on first and second.
Ooh, first and second, nobody out is a very tough position to be in. But with one pitch, you can get a twin kill and just have a runner at third with 2 outs.
In steps Tommy Molina, the catcher for the Liberal BJs.
And that home run by Grant's looking a lot better now, especially in terms of insurance. I feel it's going to be a slugfest between these two. You know, we got a lot of bats. They got a lot of bats. You know, the BJs seem like the type of team to just slug their way to a win rather than having to pitch their way to it. As that ball's inside for ball number 1. Flinched at by the batter, but obviously did not go around enough to be considered a swing.
Well, and to further your points, in their last several games, 10-9 against the Angels, 22-10 against the Rough Riders, 17-3 versus Denver, 11-1, 11-3, 12-1, 19-5.
So they can swing it.
They can swing it.
They can swing it. And that's perfectly fine if you can swing it. Even if you are a Hall of Famer, you still get out 70% of the time. So as long as you're in the zone and not giving free bases like that, just in the zone. You know, you got to be in the zone because, you know, yeah, they're going to get a base hit, but if they have a base hit with nobody on and 2 outs, it is what it is. But if you walk the house and give that base hit up, now you're down 2 runs. So it's all about getting in there and competing. If they hit the ball, they hit the ball. It is what it is, but you gotta give the defense a chance to make some plays for you. As the ball's in there for strike number 2. I think first off-speed pitch I've seen today that he has gone nowhere for a strike. With every consecutive pitch that you can get over for a strike, every different pitch, it just makes it so much harder to hit as a hitter because you do not know what is coming. And, you know, hitting's all about timing. And your job as the pitcher is to disrupt their timing. As that ball is slightly outside for ball number 2. Not quite deuces wild because we don't have anybody out. But there are 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 hits, 2 runs on the board. So there's plenty of deuces out there. As the 2-2 on its way. Swung on, swatted to the right field. Remy giving chase. Remy gets there, and the runner tags up from second to third. But with that, your A's do get an out. And that brings up Matt Mendez, the second baseman, and 9-hole hitter.
Runners on the corners, and Matt Mendez steps in for the Liberal BJs as they now working to complete their first trip through the batting order.
That ball was swatted pretty well, but good thing Remy ranged over and got it. That could have been real bad. Wind does seem to be flying more back as of right now, so the ball is going to be traveling pretty good today. The 0-0 offering from Trinidad as a runner goes. Another stolen base for the Liberal BJs. Extremely aggressive on the base pass today. The 1-0 pitch to Mr. Mendez. Ooh, a curveball, not even close for ball number 2. So Mendez
Just a bit upstairs.
Mendez in the driver's seat right now. 2-0 count. Knows he's getting a fastball. And there it is. You know, timing is everything. You know a fastball's coming right now. There's no way he's going to want to go down 3-0. And that ball's away. 3-0. The count runs. Mendez probably not taking the bat off of his shoulder. They can hit, but you know, teams that put up a lot of runs of that are also extremely disciplined and find the way to get on at first base. A 3-0 on its way. Inside, ball number 4, and that loads the bases for Ben Merriman, the center fielder, who 1 pitch, 1 out, ground out to the third baseman. Coach Chris Isaac coming out to talk to Steven. No action in the bullpen yet for the Dodge City A's, as Steven is at 37 pitches on the day already with only 1 out in the second inning.
That mound visit is broken up, and we will go back to work.
Umpire telling Coach Chris, get it over with, let's get going. And Coach Chris is motioning down to the bullpen, telling people to start to get tossing. And it looks like Preston Roberge will be the first out of the pen today, walking down there with Dominic Roberts, one of our catchers. I don't know what, I don't know if he's telling him fire drill, get it going as quick as you can, or what. Time is still out. What is going on? I have no idea. Coach Chris Isaac saying, all right, we're good to play ball. So a really crucial situation right now. Bases loaded with 1 down, so a ground ball can get him out of it if played properly by our guys out in the field. The 0-0 yanked ball number 1. You know, when it's like that, it feels like the whole world's staring at you on the mound. You know, that striking zone seems like it's the size of a pin, and it is so hard. But you got to just fall back onto your mechanics that you know what to do and just throw it right down the middle if you have to. As the ball's inside, high and tight for ball number 2, and the count goes to 2-0. You're selling out on a fastball here, too, if you're the hitter. There's no way that you'll be seeing anything else. The 2-0. Painted, strike number 1. As the ball's low, 3-1. And the action actually has changed in the bullpen for the Dodge City A's. They have now picked up Frank Tinoco on the mound. Preston Roberge sitting down as that ball is low for ball number 4. And a run has been walked in. That hurts. Oh, Steven was complaining that he couldn't feel the ball, so they got some rosin out there for him. Who knows? Maybe it might make a big difference. I'm sorry for the viewers that just got flashbanged.
It's not a flashbang.
I mean, that's what it looked like on my end. Let's see it.
In steps Lane Snow. Snow singled his last time up. Takes first pitch inside for ball number 1. The A's have already walked 1 in so far this inning.
Coach Spears running up there to talk to Frank in the bullpen as that ball swung on a miss for a strike number 1. The 1-1 on its way. Swung on a miss for strike number 2. Maybe doing a little too much for Mr. Snow up there. Swinging at 2 that probably were balls. They looked a little low, but you know, as long as you're around the strike zone, you will get swings. See, does he have enough confidence to throw his off speed? As that ball is low for ball number 2, and the count evens up at 2 apiece. Really crucial second inning here for both teams. A's need to get out of this with a lead. Oh, as that ball is ripped to the backstop and another free 90 as they even it up. 2 apiece, and the runners advance to second and third, and now the count goes full.
Big payoff pitch coming from Steven Trinidad right now.
A full count on its way. Painted on the outside corner for strike 3 for out number 2. And that brings up Miller Durham, the first baseman, with runners at second and third with 2 out. You know, BJs have 2 hits, but none of them have contributed to the runs. Both of them have been free. A free 90 and a wild pitch. As the ball's hit to shortstop, Nyan Fields makes a toss, and they get out of the inning, but that is not before 2 runs do get scored by the BJs to even it up at 2 apiece. We will see you in the bottom of the second. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Leading off for your Dodge City A's is the big country himself, Mr. Matthew Rivers, standing in at a whopping 6'5", 265 pounds. But don't let that fool you. He's one of the nicest guys on the team. A gentle giant in every sense of the word. Fan favorite from day one, too. Just joined our team and is a fan favorite, to be, quite frank with you guys. Oh, as that ball swung on and missed for strike number 2, and the count quickly goes 0-2.
Rivers played at Des Moines Area Community College, was a redshirt freshman, comes from Colfax, Iowa.
As that ball is swung on, did he go? Umpire says no, and it is now 1-2 the count. The 1-2 on its way. Looked at for strike 3, painted on the inside corner, 1 down. And that brings up a Zach Moore, the left fielder.
Moore of 5'11", 175, played his freshman season at Westmont this year. Comes from Moore Park, California.
And Westmont's a good program, so we got a good amount of good kids on this team. As the ball's chopped to the left-hand side, foul.
So the
0-1 looked at for strike number 2. Maybe this pitcher's hiding the ball well or something, because our guys are looking at balls that are right down the middle. The 0-2 on its way. Slider hit to the shortstop. Shortstop fields, throws, and gets him by about a half a step. And now there are 2 outs for Isaiah Velasco. Mr. Hatch only at 21 pitches already, almost through the 2nd inning. That's the type of efficiency we need. But we just ain't getting it today.
Nope. Isaiah Velasco, 6 foot 180, a catcher outfielder.
From Cal State Berkeley.
Played his junior season from Sylmar, California. Takes the first pitch, low for ball 1.
The ball's painted on the outside corner for strike number 1. The 1-1 on its way to Isaiah. Swung on and missed. Strike number 2. It's just strike after strike after strike with this Mr. Hatch guy. The 1-2 on its way to Velasco. Looked at on the inside corner, low. Evens up the count at 2 apiece. Two on its way. Looked at for ball number 3. And the count runs full. 3-2. This is the type of AB we need. We need ABs to try to extend innings to get that pitch count up. As that ball swatted in left field for a base hit for Isaiah Velasco.
So Fidel Hatch for the Liberal BJs, a 1-0 record. 12 2/3 innings pitched. Has allowed 7 runs, 10 hits, 11 strikeouts, and 7 walks.
Sounds typical. Someone that just fills it up. And as the first pitch is hit up the middle, snagged by the second baseman. It was off the pitcher's glove, but nothing doing.
So that will do it for this one. We're headed to the top of the 3rd. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Welcome back into Cavalier Field as the A's turn the lineup over to Shannon Martin.
And Robert Orr is leading off for the Liberal BJs. It's okay. It happens, man.
I was in the wrong inning. My fault.
It's okay. It happens. We're humans. We make mistakes.
So Robert Orr leads off for the Liberal BJs.
As that first pitch is away for ball number 1. Really need an efficient, quick, clean inning right here out of Steven. This ball's low for ball number 2.
Trinidad's back out for his 3rd inning of work in a 2-2 ball game.
The 2-0 on its way. Swung on and missed for strike number 1.
So the Liberal BJs tonight, they come in with gray pants, red stripe down the leg, and their subliminated gray to red jerseys. Gray at the bottom, red on top, blue numerals and letters outlined in white. Your A's, on the other hand, counter with white pants and their yellow tops with the green Dodge City A's on front, numbers on the back.
Oh, that ball is swung on and driven to left field, but on the warning track, Zach Mora hauls it in for out number 1. That ball looked like it was actually some trouble, I'm not going to lie. But thankfully,
Nah, it was too high.
Grant's literally was like a home run in an elevator shaft, but also absolutely destroyed. So it does happen.
James Nolan steps in, the 3rd baseman for the Liberal BJs.
The 0 on its way. Curveball up. He just has not been able to find that curveball, and that's going to be really detrimental when all you know that's going to come is a fastball. A lot easier to time up, a lot easier to know. As that ball is swatted foul down left field line for strike number 1. And when you were describing their jerseys, what was that word that you said? It started with a B?
Subliminated.
Want to explain that one? Can I get a definition, please? Can you use it in a sentence?
Ooh. Subliminated jerseys are like, basically it's a white
Is the ball swung on a miss for strike
that
number 2?
is dyed.
I'm listening.
And so they've got the gray to red fade.
Learn something new every day with Mr. Justin. As the ball's chopped to the 3rd baseman, Murphy ranging, getting over, and throwing him out. Great play by Murphy, showing great range, because if that ball would have made its way all the way to the deep part of the short side, there was no way they were going to get that guy. Even with that one, that play was actually kind of close. So, just like we wanted, quick and efficient 2 outs, and that brings up Joel Roberts. Steven at 58 pitches, but if he gets out of this one pretty easily, he might have another one in him. The 0-0 on its way from Steven. In there for strike number 1, and that seemed to be a slider. He's got to start finding that secondary pitch if he wants to have any more success going on in the rest of this game. 0-1 on its way. As the ball's painted for strike number 2. A quick 2-strike count. Exactly what we needed out of Steven. 0-2 on its way to Joel Roberts. The 0-2 coming. Fisted on the hands to Shannon Martin, who ranges over to his right and makes a terrible throw. Oh, heartbreak for the defense for Steven. That will go as a throwing error for your A's, and the runner on first base. Good thing Zay was running over there, as a catcher should. You know, sometimes catchers get caught ball watching, just seeing what's going to happen. But good thing on catcher to run over there and make sure that he was there. Otherwise, that could have been a runner on second. The 0-0 on its way. Good hold by Steven, and the runner fakes to go as that pitch is taken for strike number 1. I wouldn't be surprised if they stole right now. They're a very aggressive team. Steven's got to change up his timings, maybe throw a pick or two, but it's going to be really hard. That sun is beaming right at the first baseman. The Royal Giant over there at first base can't really see too well. You know, even when you're pitching, I've had the third baseman roll me the ball because I genuinely cannot see. You know, third baseman's grabbing it to me or walk it over to me. I'm like, either roll it to me or hand it to me because I cannot see. So as that runner leaves for second base, a throw by Isaiah, not in time. Another stolen base for the Liberal BJs. My goodness, these guys are track stars. And just like that, it's 2 quick outs, but an error puts a runner in scoring position for the BJs, who can now take the lead in this game with a single. The 1-1 on its way from Mr. Trinidad. As the ball is up for ball number 2. 2-1. Pretty crucial pitch right now. 2-1 on its way from Steven Trinidad. Rocks, kicks, fires, and he's heading to third as that ball is swatted away foul for strike number 2. Hit and run maybe, potentially, but he might have had that base stolen. Like, these guys, not only do they like running, they're real good at it. They're getting great jumps. We're going to start mixing in looks with our secondary, or with our second baseman. I'm not going to lie, whenever I get up on the mound, I just tell the shortstop and the second baseman I'm not even looking. I'm just going to try to throw strikes. So I understand where they're coming from. Not really holding the runner on. 2-2 on its way. Low and away, but blocked, but it gets away. And the runner is now at third base. It is now a full count to Cesar Gomez. Ball hit off awkwardly. Hit off Velasco. They get hit him in the throat. Asking for some water from the coach. Could be also icing the hitter. So the count runs to full with a runner at third. So, you know, that wipeout pitch that you like to throw, 2 strikes, got to really make sure it's not that wipeout, or you could give up another run. The full count offering on its way from Steven. Swung on and missed for strike number 3, and the error does not come back to bite the A's as the score remains 2 apiece.
We'll be back after this. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. A's head in to the bottom of the third, a 2-2 ball game. Leading off is Shannon Martin back at the top of the order for the Dodge City A's. Shannon walked on his last time up.
And scored off the big bomb from Grant. Yo on its way in there for strike number 1 to lead off the inning.
Shannon Martin comes into today batting .295 on the season for the Dodge City A's. That pitch misses low for ball 1. 1-1 delivery coming from Hatch.
As that ball is low and away for ball number 2. 2-1 goes the count to Shannon Martin. You know, Shannon only batting .295 doesn't tell the whole story. He struggled early in the year, but has been on an absolute tear since then. You know, he raised it to .295 because of how hot he has been hitting lately. And I would not be surprised right now if he swings for the fences right here. Oh, just barely missed it. Ball is a can of corn to the left fielder for out number 1.
One away for
brings up Grant Weiserman, who homered on this first pitch he saw of the day.
batting .439 on the season for the A's.
The 0 on its way to Grant. Ball spiked, 58-footer for ball 1, low. The 1-0 to Grant is a fastball painted for strike number 1, and the count evens up at 1 apiece. The 1-1 on its way. Ooh, flinched at, but taken for ball number 2 in the dirt, which is a good good approach by the pitcher. You know, he took you deep on a fastball. You don't want to give him anything straight. You still want to be around the zone, though. 2-1. Painted for strike number 2, and the count runs even at 2 apiece. 2-2 on its way. Swung on and missed for strike number 3. And that is out number 2. And that will bring up Nyan Hayes.
Nyan's batting .308 on the season for the Dodge City A's as he steps in with 2 away.
The 0 on its way to Nyan Hayes. Swung on and missed. My goodness. That is one hearty, healthy swing. But does come up empty for the first pitch strike. As the ball is hit to the shortstop, who gobbles it up, throws it over, and a painless inning for the Liberal BJs. No runs, no hits, no errors, and we will see you in the top of the 4th. Your A's are tied 2 apiece. And welcome back to the top of the fourth. Steven Trinidad going back out for his fourth inning of work. The 0-0 on its way. Leading off the inning with a ball up. Didn't miss by much, but a ball nonetheless. 68 pitches already for Steven to start the fourth. Gonna have to have a quick and efficient one if he wants to go another one. As the ball swung on and missed for strike number one.
1-1 count to Molina, who is the 8-hole hitter for the Liberal BJs. The BJs about to work their full second trip through the batting order.
As that ball is hit up the middle for a base hit. 3 hits on the day now for the Liberal BJs. That leadoff runner getting to first base. And that is 70 pitches right now for Steven Trinidad. The 9-hole hitter, Matt Mendez, making his way to the plate. Courtesy runner for the catcher. Still no one warming up in the A's bullpen. The 0-0 will be on its way to Mr. Mendez, and I would not be surprised if they ran. All they do is run. As the ball's chopped foul to the third baseman for strike number one.
All we do is run, run, run.
They do like to run. They do. Is that a reference I'm too young to know?
No.
Okay. I was like, if you're referencing something else, don't know. I'm an 01 baby. So I know every time I tell the kids that I'm an 01 baby, they look at me like I'm crazy. We have guys on this team that are born in 05. Is that
I
not,
am old.
Yeah, as that ball is thrown to the backstop for ball number one, and the runner advances to scoring position with nobody out.
I was graduating high school when you were born.
I mean, that makes sense because people were alive before I was around. People did exist before. There was, life in this world before me. So, as that ball is chopped foul for strike number two. So you graduated in 01? Wow.
Yep.
So you've been out of school for 23 years. How has it been? Do you miss high school? Do you
No.
you don't reminisce on the days?
No, not at all.
You wanted to on its way from Steven. Check swung, but did not go around for ball number two. How big was your graduating class?
35.
3-5. You mean to tell me your graduation ceremony took 15 minutes?
It was about a little over an hour.
How do you stretch that into an hour?
Well, by the time you do the walk in and have some music, have a graduation speaker.
As that ball is to the backstop again, and that leadoff base hit is now at third base with nobody out. And the count runs to full. We have 35 people. My goodness, that is, talk about small town. Talk about everyone knows everyone.
Mm-hmm.
My graduating class was like 1,000 kids.
No. Couldn't do it.
What was your class rank?
I don't remember.
I always remember, well, not the exact number, but I was like in the 700s. I was like bottom of the barrel. Don't even know how I passed, but yet here I am. As a 3-2 is swung on and missed for out number one. That brings up Ben Merriman, the center fielder, and the lineup flips over. Third time through the order now for the Liberal BJs. You talk to anybody from that 35 class?
Actually, my friend out of that class is the county sheriff.
The sheriff? Like,
Yes.
He's the only one? He's the sheriff?
The county sheriff. Like, he is sheriff, and then there are under sheriffs.
So he's the guy.
Yes.
So I'm guessing you don't get any speeding tickets in Ford County?
Well, he's not in Ford County. I didn't graduate from here.
Oh, where'd you graduate from?
Another small school about an hour and a half from here.
Also, You're around. You're around.
I grew up in the area, yes.
The 0-1 on its way, low and away for ball number 1.
I am a Southwest Kansas guy.
Born and raised. You know nothing else. But would you even want anything else?
No.
Exactly. Some people love that small town feel. The 1-1 on its way. As that ball is laced over the shortstop's head for a base hit. And the Liberal BJs take the lead 3-2. And that leadoff base hit and 2 wild pitches comes back to bite them. 79 pitches now as Frank Tinoco is throwing in the pen. That brings up Lane Snow. The 0-0 on its way. Chopped foul down the left-hand side for strike number 1. 80 pitches. Frank thrown over there with Mr. Dominic Roberts. The 0-1 will be on its way from Mr. Trinidad. Runner goes, and he's looking to go to third, and he does not. That base was stolen no matter what. Yeah, that's still a stolen bag. That guy had that by. They've been running all day on our guys. My goodness. 4 innings and what, like 6 stolen bases already? I wouldn't be surprised if he ran over to third. They're just running on us all day. He 1-1 on its way. Popped up. Will it stay in play? It will not, as it goes behind the dugout for strike number 2. Well, she sent it 5 minutes ago, so. The 1-2 on its way as the runner does get going to third. Not even a throw. Jeez, by the way it seems, anytime they get a runner on first base, next thing you know, the kid's already at third base. I mean, if you got speed like that, might as well flaunt it. So now just a ball in play does get them a run. The 2-2 on its way from Trinidad. Outside ball number 3, and the count goes full.
So after the A's scored the initial 2 runs on the 2-run home run by Grant Weisermans, it has been 3 unanswered so far by the Liberal BJs.
As that ball is hit to the 5-6 hole for another base hit and another run for the Liberal BJs. Just pounding it in the zone and hitting the ball hard. 4-2.
And there's the call to the bullpen.
And the call to the bullpen as Dakota Young makes the slow old man walk out there to get Frank, the Tin Man Tinoco, to come and stop the bleeding. We will see you when he is ready to throw.
Frank Tinoco takes over the mound for the Dodge City A's. Tinoco comes in to tonight's contest. As Miller Durham takes the first pitch he sees from Tinoco, sends it out into right field for a single. In steps Robert Orr, runners on first and second with one away. Tinoco a 1-1 record as Orr swings and misses at that one for strike one. Tinoco making his 5th appearance for the Dodge City A's. His longest outing, a 6-inning outing against the Colorado Rough Riders, has pitched 17 2/3 innings, allowing 9 runs on 13 hits, walked 8, and struck out 19. That pitch gets through, and that will load the bases. Bases loaded for the Liberal BJs as James Nolan steps in with one out.
The 0-0 pitch from Frank Tinoco. Painted on the outside corner for strike number one.
Frank Tinoco, a 4.58 ERA as that pitch misses low for ball number one. Count evens itself at 1 apiece. The A's trying to get out of this situation. Tinoco came in and inherited 1 runner on with just 1 out. That one misses high, and the count moves to 2-1.
Back-to-back hits by the BJs gets them in business. Bases loaded with only 1 down. A twin killing would get us out of the inning with the lead, or with their lead in. Oh, over the shortstop's head, and that's going to score 1. Ball wasn't hit particularly hard, so the runners did freeze, made sure it did get over the shortstop's head, and it did. 3 straight hits for the BJs, increasing the lead 5-2.
Joe Roberts steps in with bases still loaded. The BJs have scored 3 so far in the inning. 2 in the second, now 3 in the fourth. The A's trail at 5-2.
Hey, well, I mean, you're coming out of the bullpen, throwing strikes. We'll take that over walks any day. Still a pretty crucial spot right here. Down 3 runs isn't the end of the world. Let's see if he can get out of it. The 0-0 on its way. Swung on and missed for strike number 1.
Tinoco works from the first base side of the rubber. So he comes set. Delivers the 0-1.
Outside ball number 1. Count evens up at 1 apiece.
Clouds thicken as there is some weather that is starting to approach from the west. Nothing imminent at this point, but...
Oh, my goodness. Yesterday, so I live in the basement where my host family is, and it sounded like somebody was rolling a trash can right by my room. And I was like, who's taking out the trash right now at this time, at 2 in the morning? Who is doing that? And then it kept on, as that ball is inside. Hitter doesn't even flinch, just takes his free 90 and RBI. And now it is 6-2. Liberal BJs with Cesar Gomez coming up to the plate. when about my story. And I just kept on thinking, I was like, wow, well, who is doing that? And then it happened again. And then, you know how when you're tired, you don't think straight? Well, that's why I was thinking that. I was like, wait, hold on. Let me put my thinking cap on. Went outside. It was like the lights were turned on. There was so much lightning. As the ball is there for strike number 1. Yeah, so much lightning, so much rain, and I didn't think Kansas got any of that. And I've been asking around. They said, yeah, no, this is a very atypical type of. As the ball is lined into right field, station to station again for the Liberal BJs. And that is another hit. 7 runs on 9 hits for the BJs. And with only 1 out, still a force at every bag. Frank has been throwing strikes. Can't blame the guy. He's in the zone, and they're just finding holes. BJ's kind of running away with it right now. 5 is manageable. We've definitely scored a lot more, but we gotta have to stop the bleeding. As that pitch is there for first pitch strike. 0-1 the count. There is action in the bullpen for the Dodge City A's again. Marcelo Casillas, number 19, throwing down there. The 0-1. Chopped to the pitcher. Frank grabs it, gets it to home to stop a run. And with that, there are 2 down. And that brings up Matt Mendez, the second baseman. That was a really crucial out for Frank right there. Great job from him to keep his composure, field that ball, and throw a strike to home plate for the out. Forcing any base now. So as long as the ball is put in play, every fielder has a chance to do something. As the ball's low and away for ball number 1. Want to know the count to Matt Mendez. The 1-0 on its way from Frank. And that ball is fouled back, and the count evens up at 1 apiece. The 1 as a ball gets away from the bullpen catcher. 1-1 on its way to Mr. Mendez from Frank Tinoco. Paint on the outside corner for strike number 2. 1-2 the count. Tinoco is in the driver's seat. One, two coming from Frank. Fouled off, and we will do the 1-2 over again. The 1-2 on its way from Franco yet again. Is paint on the outside corner, froze him to get out of the inning. But that is not before the BJ score 5 runs in the top of the 4th to extend the lead 7-2. It is manageable, but we got to start chipping away as soon as possible. You've been listening to Dodge City A's live stream. I always keep wanting to say radio.
I'd like to thank our Grand Slam sponsors, the City of Dodge City and Ford County Community Foundation of Southwest Kansas, Lewis Automotive Group, and Curbs Law Office LLC. We thank you for your sponsorship and support of Dodge City A's baseball. Tyler McAvoy set to lead off for the Dodge City A's as we enter the bottom of the fourth. The A's down 7-2 after giving up 7 unanswered runs so far in this ball game. The BJ's 2 in the second, 5 in the fourth for them. The bottom of the fourth, Tyler McAvoy at the plate now takes first pitch for ball number 1.
And this is an extremely crucial inning for the A's. They need to get at least 1 across to cut the deficit to 4. And because later you get onto the game, that 5 runs seems like it's like 15. As that ball is muscled foul for strike number 1. It starts with 1, and you gotta try. You gotta get at least 1 across this inning. No matter what you do, you gotta do it. Otherwise, that 5 runs seems like it's like 15, and the lead just seems to be getting larger. As that ball's ripped into left center, go, ball, go! As it lands off the wall for T-Mac in a stand-up double to lead off the inning for your Dodge City Athletics. Exactly what we needed to start the inning. That ball was pieced by T-Mac. T-Mac also had a great swing on the ball. His first AB, smacked it to the right fielder. So good to see him finally have one go down. And that brings up Nate Murphy. What did Mr. Murphy do his last AB?
Tyler McAvoy batting .288 on the season. Nate Murphy, who flew out his last time up.
Now, fly wouldn't be the worst
batting
thing right now.
.238 for the Dodge City A's.
That first pitch is in there for strike number 1. A deep pop-up would not be the worst thing. A deep fly ball, get him to third, get a job done. Like I said, we got to scratch across at least 1. The 1-0 or 0-1, chop to the third baseman, ranges to his backhand and throws across for out number 1.
Or we can have unproductive outs.
That's the game sometimes, man. And that brings up big country Mr. Matthew Rivers.
Rivers batting .400 in the early goings for him this season, as he steps in after going down looking his last time up.
Need a very crucial base hit right now to cut the lead down 2-4 as that first pitch is in there for strike number 1, 0-1. 0-1 on its way. Looked at for strike number 2. And the count quickly goes 0-2. The 0-2 on its way. As that ball is. They appeal it. And the second base ump does not have an angle. So that pitch low for ball number 1. No, nothing you can really do as a, base umpire with that one. You have no angle on it. You can't tell, so can't blame the guy. The 1-2 on its way. Down and away for ball number 2, and the count evens up at 2 apiece. The 2-2 on its way to Mr. Rivers. Low and away. Ball gets by the catcher. Scoots away, allowing T-Mac to get to third. And just like that, there is a runner on third. All he needs to do is put a ball in play, get him a run. The BJs are up enough that if he throws one in play, they'll just get the out, and they'll trade a run for an out. So he's got to put a ball in play. Got to bear down right here. As that ball is swung on and missed, strike number 3. So with 2 outs, that brings up Zach Mora. A leadoff double. Potentially going to waste right now unless Mora does something cool.
Moore is batting 185 on the season. So he takes the first pitch low for ball one.
You know, 185 don't mean much because right here and right now is all that matters. So the way his season has been going does not matter. All that matters is right now. As the ball is fouled back for strike number one. 1-1 the count. Mr. Fidel only at 52 pitches. Or no, 53 pitches, my bad. The 1-1 will be on its way. The ball's inside, fouled off of himself for strike number two. T-Mac leadoff double. Base, he hits the base of the wall at the 348 sign. And then 2 unproductive outs. Only reason he's at third is because of a wild pitch. Please do something cool, Zach. The 1-2 low and away skirts by the catcher, but not far enough to advance the runner. And T-Mac stays at third. Two on its way to Zach Mora. As the ball is ripped to the right side past the second baseman for a run. And the leadoff double does come around finally. It only took 2 outs, but nonetheless, we do have a run. So now 3 runs on 4 hits for the A's. And that brings up Isaiah Velasco, who also had a base hit his last time, swatted it to the left side for a base hit on a full count.
Velasco's batting 171 on the season for the A's.
Season don't matter right now. Just like Mora showed, he might have been struggling this season, but he came through when we needed it. And that's what we need as of late is just clutch hitting. Because we have a lot of guys that can, you know, get base hits and base hits and base hits. But we need those base hits at crucial times. You know, timely hitting is just as good as just, you know, regular hitting. You got to do it. The 0 on its way to Zay. Up the middle, gobbled up by the second baseman who throws across his body for out number 3. That is not before your Dodge City A's cut the lead to 4 and scratch 1 across. We will see you in the top of the 5th with Frank Tinoco on the mound facing Ben Merriman. And the lineup turns over for the 4th time for the Liberal BJs. You've been listening to Dodge City A's.
Marcelo Casillas takes over the mound for the Dodge City A's. Comes in with an 0-1 record.
Marcelo coming into the year. How many innings?
Making his 7th appearance for the Dodge City A's. 9 1/3 innings pitched. A 9.64 ERA, has walked 18, struck out 6 on 11 runs or 11 hits and 17 runs.
Is that a 1 to 3 strikeout to walk ratio?
Something like that.
Wow. Well,
End step's been Merriman. Merriman singled his last time up.
well, no time like the present to make a fix, especially because you guys might want to take a picture because it's not going to last long. Marcelo Casillas will be leaving us on Friday. So, potentially his last time in an A's uniform unless he wants to come back next year. So, let's see. Let's see if he can pitch his heart out right now and keep us in this ball game for his potential last appearance for your Dodge City A's. As there are fireworks heading off in the background. Sometimes patriotism just cannot wait as that first pitch is on the corner for strike number 1.
Or people around here like to shoot him off at all hours of the night, too.
God, I love patriotism, can't you?
Not at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, if you're a commie, just say that, my guy. Jeez,
I'm not saying that.
my goodness.
I'm saying that I like my sleep.
Home, the land of the free, home of the brave, my boy. Red, white, and blue, hurrah, all day. As the 1-1 is on the corner for strike number 2. You know what's funny is the dogs are like the most loudest. They always bark. They always, are loud and rambunctious. But the second a firework gets off, now they don't like loud noises, huh? What are the odds, huh? This is the most foul back for a strike. Or, in the count, remains 1-2. The 1-2 on its way from Marcelo. Slider on the inside corner to even up the count at 2 apiece. The 2s are on their way. Swung on and missed for a strikeout. For a strikeout for the first out. And that'll bring up Lane Snow, the left fielder. Like I said, Marcelo, no time like the present to make a change. Go out on a bang. The 0 on its way. Slider on the outside corner for strike number 1. The 0-1 coming to Mr. Snow. Another slider, but way out this time for ball number 1. The 1-1. Low. Ball number 2. The count goes to 2-1. Got to win the 2s right here. Two one on the way. Swung on and missed for strike number 2, and the count evens up at 2 apiece. Very crucial pitch right here. Don't want to go to full count where you have to throw some over the plate. You still want to throw some just competitive right here, but maybe a little off the plate. 8th year Marcelo. Probably a slider on the outside corner. No, a fastball in on the hands as that ball is fouled back for. No, we will redo the 2-2. Crucial 2-2 pitch right here coming to Mr. Snow from Marcelo. What will he do? Gets him to chop it. Catcher calls it, calls him off, fires the first base for out number 2. Great athletic play from Isaiah Velasco coming out from behind the plate like a crouching tiger pouncing on its prey. Out of boys, eh? And Marcelo, another first pitch strike. No time like the present to make a change. And it seems like Marcelo has done just that, firing strikes. The 0-1 count for Marcelo. Swung on and missed. Strike number 2. Quick 0-2 count for Mr. Miller. The 0-2 on its way. Chopped foul down the right field line, and we will do the 0-2 again. You know, he's 0-2. He can play with his food. He can do whatever he likes. He can throw him a fastball, slider, curveball, changeup. He can throw him whatever he wants and not have to really worry about it. And the hitter has to defend against everything that's coming his way. So Marcelo in the driver's seat right now. Let's see what he can do with it. The 0-2 on its way. Fouled off to the left-hand side. And we will do the 0-2 again. 15 pitches in the inning for Marcelo. How many of them strikes?
12.
12 strikes to 4 balls. Great ratio. Exactly what we need out of our pitchers if we want to stay competitive in this game. The 0-2. Low for ball number 1. Marcelo winds and deals for the 1-2. And another foul ball from Mr. Miller. The 1-2 on its way from Marcelo. Freezes him on the inside corner for a ball. That is strike 3 every day and even twice on Sundays. Do not know what the blue was thinking, but
It was inside.
yeah, inside the strike zone.
No, it was inside.
The strike zone. I mean, it looked good from here. Marcelo saying ball don't lie. Oh, my goodness. Trying to squeeze the my goodness. Keeps on squeezing Marcelo. 2 perfect pitches framed on the inside corner, but the blue does not like it for some reason. A 3-2 on its way. And blue saying ball does not lie. I am sorry, I missed it, but it is okay as that ball is about 1.5 feet off the plate. Called for strike 3. It is a makeup call. Everyone should know that. But hey, no harm, no foul. No runs, no hits, no errors. And we head into the bottom of the 5th, down 7-3. You've been listening to Dodge City A's. And welcome back to the bottom of the fifth with Remington Miller leading it off against Mr. Hatch, who's back out there for his fifth inning of work. Fires a strike for a first pitch strike.
Remington's
0-1.
batting .333 on the season for the Dodge City A's.
So let's see if we can keep it up. As the ball's chopped foul for strike number 2. Quickly 0-2.
Oh, 2 delivery coming to Miller. As he ended into a fielder's choice his last time up.
The 0-2. Inside and hits him. That is a present. Oh, those hurt as a pitcher when you have somebody down 0-2 and you hit him. It's like you have that guy dead to rights and you just gave him a free pass. Oh, those hurt the absolute worst. And with that turns the lineup over to Shannon Martin, who just missed one last AB. Hit a home run in an elevator shaft to the left fielder. So I would not be surprised if he absolutely tats a ball right now, as more fireworks are being shot in the background, as that ball is about a ball and a half off the plate for a strike.
Shannon Martin, a .557 slugging percentage for the Dodge City A's.
Ooh, that pickoff is a lot closer than it should have been.
The A's, as a team, slugging .411 on the season.
As that pitch is in there for a quick strike number 2. And just like that, he has another 0-2 count. Hits Remy and then comes right back with 2 strikes. That ball's low for ball number 1, 1-2. Remy, not much of a stolen base type of guy, so I don't see him running in the future. The 1-2 on its way, as that ball is not thrown. It is a pickoff. We will do the 1-2 over again. 1-2 on its way to Shannon Martin. As the ball is pieced down the right field line, will it stay fair?
Nope.
It will not. Sliced foul. Great piece of hitting to take that pitch where it was thrown and hit it. Lands over there by the 330 sign, just foul. So a good barrel nonetheless, even if it is foul. Pretty crucial 1-2 pitch on its way to Shannon. As the ball's inside. Ball 2, and it evens up at 2 apiece. You know, whenever you get a leadoff runner on, it's very crucial. You got to get that guy around to score. The 2-2 on its way. As that ball is low. That one looked really good to me. I know he's my teammate, but oof, that one was close. Crazy. Big league take from the 2-2. Now the full count on its way. Looks at it. I don't know where that's missing. I'm going to be honest. I know those are our guys. I know that I'm supposed to be rooting for them, but all I'm saying is if we are not getting that pitch either, it is going to be a long game. I do not know where that missed. And that brings up Grant Weiserman, who already has a bomb on the day and has seen the ball great. So really crucial right here. Runner in scoring position with nobody out. Got to find a way to get him over and get him in. The first pitch on its way to Grant Weiserman. As the ball's ripped into right center, right fielder giving chase. Remington tags up, and the job gets done. Runner does advance to third. A very productive out from Grant Weiserman. And that ball was pieced. He hit that ball pretty hard, but right at the right fielder. I thought it had more juice to it, but if you look at the flagpole, the wind is pushing left. So Anything hit hard to the right side, unless it's on the ground, it's probably not getting down.
So Grant Weiserman's batting, or rather slugging, 793 on the season. As Nyan Hayes steps in, he is slugging 423.
So very wise decision of them to pick off because Shannon does not want to get doubled up. So he probably will be going in the next pitch or two to make sure we stay out of the double play. As that ball is high and tight for ball number 1 to Nyan Hayes. You know, it starts with 1. Got to get that run across. Got to scratch it. Calling a base hit, 5-6 hole right here. If I had to. As that ball swung on and missed for strike number 1. The 1-1 on its way to Nyan is inside for a ball. 2-1. 2-1 on its way to Mr. Nyan Hayes. As he tries to pick off Shannon, play is pretty close. The 2-1 on its way. As that pitch is a strike. Looked at for strike number 2, and the count evens up at 2 apiece. Back pick attempt from the catcher, not good enough to get Shannon Martin. 2-2 on its way. Very crucial count right here. Needs to put a ball in play or find a way to get that runner home. As he looks at a ball that is looked good to me. But like I said, it's going to be a long day for us if we're not getting those calls. Yes, I know that might have been a little up, but wasn't up by a whole lot. As that ball is throw home is airmailed, and we steal a run. So a strikeout from Nyan Hayes, but a kind of circus level play, and your A's do scratch one across, even if it is a little bush league to do so. So Shannon Martin was off with the pitch. Nyan looked at it for strike 3. Ball went to second base. And Shannon intentionally got into a pickle to allow Remy to try to go. Remy probably would have been thrown out by about 1.5 miles, but the first baseman throws the ball into our dugout. So with that, it is now 2 outs with T-Mac at the plate and 1 run in and a runner in scoring position. T-Mac has seen the ball well his last 2 ABs. Line drive to the right fielder and then a double off the wall. So the lead could be cut by 2. 2-2 right now if T-Mac comes clutch right now as that ball's 2-0. The 2-0, great hitters count for T-Mac. Looking to drive
Tyler
something.
McAvoy is slugging 404 on the season.
What is slugging again? Like, how is that one calculated? The 2-0?
By the computer.
Oh, okay. You don't know like what the numbers mean. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. Like, people say the word slugging, and I'm like, what are those numbers? Like, what is it based off of? What does it do? I mean, like, everyone knows batting average, how many hits you get, and how many ABs. Everyone knows home runs. You know, how many home runs. Everyone knows, all the other ones. But those ones like slugging, I do not know, and I'll be the first to admit it. But two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to T-Mac. Shannon is going with the pitch as that ball is hit to the right side, past the second baseman, and Shannon will be scoring. And just like that, the lead is cut to 2. 7-5 on the little hit and run by your Dodge City Athletics. Another hit by T-Mac and another run for the A's. 5 runs on 5 hits. So that little circus play comes back to bite the BJs. First baseman probably kicking rocks right now, mad that he threw that ball into our dugout. But that brings up Nate Murphy, who swats that ball foul for strike number 1. T-Mac, 2 hits already on the day. A double off the wall, then scored, and now a base hit to score a run. Really good day looking up for him as the DH as that ball is in for ball number 1, and it evens the count at 1 apiece. So we got a ball game on our hands. We are now trailing only 2.
Nate Murphy's slugging .397 on the season for the A's.
I don't know what that means. I'm going to be honest with you. I like the game of baseball, but I don't like the numbers. You know, I was never a math guy. I was just never a school guy, and if we're going to be honest. So, unless it's the really basic stuff, I ain't doing it. So, the 2-2 on its way as the field umpire actually gets the ball and throws it back in. Don't see that one too often. 82nd pitch right now coming from Hatch, so most likely his last inning. The 2-2 on its way to Mr. Murph. Chopped down the third base line, foul, and we would do the 2-2 over again. The 2-2 on its way to Mr. Murph. Chop to the third baseman who gobbles it up, makes a strong throw across the diamond for out in number 3. But that is not before your Dodge City Athletics push 2 across to cut the lead down to 2. The Liberal BJs lead 7-5 going into the top of the 6th.
We're going to keep it here because it is time for the ketchup, hot dog, and mustard race. So the ketchup, hot dog, and mustard race occurs at every home game for the Dodge City A's. Currently, Mustard leading the series 7-5 against Hot Dog to 2 for Mustard. We're going to throw it to our on-field announcer to follow in. Well, making his opinion felt about the mustard, hot dog, and ketchup race. Hot dog taking that one. They will improve in the standings. 7 for mustard, 5 for hot dog. Now, no, 6 for hot dog now, and 2 for ketchup. So that will be the ketchup, hot dog, and mustard race here at Cavalier Field. Take a step aside. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball.
Mr. Carson, I don't know if that's is that a joke? 2 + 2 = 4? Did I do something wrong? Am I commentating? Did I accidentally make the wrong addition?
Either way, Robert Orr steps in as Marcelo Casillas back out for his second inning of work for the Dodge City A's. That pitch high and tight.
Well, just so you know, Carson, we do miss you day one. We're already missing you. I played hacky sack and didn't even try to cover my feet because no one's there to be a ball hog and just start kicking hacky sacks through everybody's feet to get them out. Anyway, 1-0 on its way. 1-1. That's it. Google answer. Slugging compares a batter's bases earned in comparison to the number of times they have been at the plate. Thank you, Miss Teresa McAvoy, as that ball is lined to left field. Diving attempt by Murphy, gets under his glove, and with that, there is a leadoff double for the Liberal BJs. 10 hits now for the BJs. So, compares a batter's bases earned in comparison to the number of times they have been at the plate. So, like a home run is 4 bases. So in 1AB, so like let's say you had 1AB on the year. If you hit a bomb, would that be considered like a 4,000 like slugging percentage technically?
Probably 1,000.
No, but that's 4 bases in 1AB. Because it's the amount of bases per at-bats.
So it would be, well, you can't have a higher than a 1,000.
Well, this isn't a batting average. This is slugging percentage, what we're talking.
Yeah, it's a percentage. So you're never going to have higher than a 100%.
Huh. You know, math's never been my thing. The ball swung on and missed for strike number 2. Sorry, I was lacking on the scoreboard. Numbers were flying. Brain was frying. I'm not a math guy. I'm not a. It's just not who I am. You know what I mean?
Math is hard.
As that ball is somehow, some way, strike number 3. One out already in the inning. Oh no, on its way. Ball outside, slider, good pitch, but just a little bit off for ball number 1. The 1-0 on its way from Marcelo. Strike on the inside corner. 1-1 goes to count. 30th pitch on its way from Marcelo. Actually not. Ball gets away from the bullpen. And Zay makes a really good one-hop throw to their catcher. That's the little things that, you know, win you ball games. That ball is somewhere for a ball. 2-1. As that ball's foul down the left field line to whoever is chilling over there, getting stretched out in the bullpen. And the count runs even at 2 apiece. Two on its way. Swung on and fouled off again to the left-hand side. As that ball is low and away. Count goes full. 33 pitches already for Marcelo Casillas. The full count offering on its way. Popped up on the infield. Shannon Martin seems to be calling it and reins it in for out number 2. Great job to limit. Leadoff double. And now getting two back-to-back outs, exactly what we need. The 0-0 on its way to Mr. Gomez. Offered at, but does not go around. 1-0. Oh, Brad Weiserman coming in with more related stuff to numbers. I'll be milling over that one for about 20 minutes trying to figure out how to decipher that. Look, guys, I just throw baseballs, okay? I don't know much else besides throwing. The 2-0 on its way. Low for ball number 3. 3 quick balls, and the count goes 3-0. Oh, that ball is driven to left field, sending Mora back, and it is gone. A 3-0 green light bomb from Cesar Gomez to get 2 of them back, making the score 9-5. Liberal BJ's now up by 4.
The BJs approaching their double-digit mark, something they have done with this game could be 9 out of the last 10 games.
Yeah, when you can roll it, you can roll it. Set balls up for ball number 1. As that pitch is painted for strike number 1. One on its way. Slider fouled back for strike number 2. The 1-2 on its way from Marcelo. Slider up for ball number 2. Count evens up at 2 apiece. I believe Teresa is laughing at my lack of understanding of basic math. The 2-2 on its way. Ooh! By his head for ball number 3.
Payoff pitch coming from Casillas.
As that ball is driven to center field, sending Weiserman back. And he hauls it in for out number 3.
That'll do it for this one. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th. We'll be back after this. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball.
And we are back in the bottom of the 6th with Big Country leading it off. Looking at the first pitch for a strike. Ooh, got some sirens going on in the back. 2 of them. Ooh, I wonder what's going on over there. Maybe they're on their way to go and help the A's. Who knows? As that pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. As that ball is spiked down for ball number 1. If a player only had 1 at-bat and hit a home run, his slugging percentage would be 4.0. Yeah, I told you. His slugging percentage would be 4. It's above a 1. Oh, I guess I had the count wrong. Apologies for that one. Ooh, as that pitch is inside and hits him. Another leadoff batter for your Dodge City A's. Let's see if we can get this man to come across.
Rivers was slugging 400, and in steps Zach Mora, slugging 292. Mora singled his last time up. Ashton Jenkins took over the mound for the Liberal BJs, played his last year at Washburn, played for the Dodge City Community College Conquistadors for 2 years.
Oh, so he knows you.
Mm-hmm.
So do you know where he's going right now after this? As that ball is inside, another
He's
hit batter.
been at Washburn for a year already.
What's Washburn? Where are they at?
University in Topeka.
I'm not from here. Can you tell me where that is? I don't know.
Topeka.
Topeka. Where's Topeka?
Kansas.
Oh, okay. No, man, I don't know. Like I never knew there was a city named Liberal. You know what I mean? I never knew there was a city named Hayes. You know, I don't know this area. So you said Topeka. I'm like, okay. I mean, that could be
The state capital of Kansas.
Look, man, I learned that in 5th grade. What did we just talk about? I'm not a scholar. I am not a scholar. I'm the furthest thing from it. So don't expect any knowledge coming out of this one.
Isaiah Velasco steps up. 2 on.
So first 2 batters on already for the A's. First and second with nobody out. Looking to be a good inning. Let's see if our guys can pull through as that ball swung on and missed for strike number 1. Count goes to 1 apiece.
Velasco's slugging at 268.
So, 268. So does that mean like in 4 ABs he gets on base 1 time or something? Or like he gets 1 total base? As that ball is spiked down and away. Great stop by the catcher. 2-1 goes the count. I'm not even going to try to do it. There's a reason why the computer automatically does all the percentages for me. Like, there's a stat called WAR, wins above replacement. I have no idea how it's calculated. Don't even want to figure it out or try to know how it's calculated. As that one is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Count evens up at 2 apiece. Let's see what Zay can do right here. See if he can fight. The 2-2 on its way to Velasco. As that ball is low to make the count go full.
Payoff pitch coming from Jenkins. Jenkins works from the first base side of the rubber. Payoff pitch is
swung on and missed. Probably would have been ball 4 too. But nonetheless, the first pitch or first out of the inning.
Remington Miller slugging 400. Was hit by pitch his last time up. There go the runners, but it's fouled off.
For strike number 1. Big boy over there at second base. Getting his reads in, getting his running in. Well, second base and shortstop really aren't even holding him on, so it would make sense why he's getting so big. The 0-1 on its way to Mr. Remington Miller. As that ball is low for ball number 1.
Rivers wanted to run.
You
started to.
You see him hip-hopping in over there. Big boy getting big jumps. 1-1 on its way. Whoa, as the bat goes flying. That is the second time Remington has done that. The last time he did it was in Derby where he threw it over their backstop. Or no, over their dugout. So, maybe we need to find some tar in the budget for our guys.
That would be for the administration to do. I'm just a lowly bus driver.
You're only like the most important man on away games, but sure, keep on, having a low self, visual of yourself, sir. You're the only reason why we get to go to away games, but, what do I know? What do we know? As the count goes 1-2 to Remington, who's choked up on the bat a good 2 inches, and he's going as that ball is down low, and the double steal is executed to perfection. Runners on second and third, 2-2 count. Double play is now not in order, and all Remington has to do is put a ball in play, and we could get a run and scratch back. So A's not going down without a fight. 2-2 on its way. In on the hands, fisted down the right field line for a foul ball.
You can still do a double play. It can just be unconventional.
My goodness, sir, you are the king of, like, you're a Debbie Downer. My goodness, Mr. Justin.
No, I'm just saying that there's still a double play available. It would just be the unconventional kind.
So a 3-run home run is still in the
it,
cards.
it is. It is still available.
As that ball is fouled off, ball almost hits him. Don't know how he fouled it off, but when you are making a 33 bat turn into a 25, you do have good barrel control. Keep fighting up there, Remy. Keep fighting, baby. The 2-2 on its way to Remington. Popped up down the right field line. Right fielder's giving chase. Is not going to be able to get it. It drops in front of him. Having to go station to station, though, because they did not know if that ball was going to be caught. And just like that, the A's push one across. That is a line drive in the scorebook. 6 runs on 6 hits for the A's. And that flips over the lineup to Shannon Martin, who is due for a Mammo Whammo Tanko. But there is action going on in the bullpen.
In steps Shannon Martin. Martin steps in to today with 18 hits on the season. They're going to have a mound visit between.
Coaches just tell him, hey, get back in the zone, bro. It's okay. You just, keep getting weak contact. Because, I mean, I love Remington, hometown hero, but that was weak contact. We just got lucky on that one. But sometimes that's all you need. That's the bloop. And I think Shannon has the blast. I'm not going to lie.
So the A's led off the scoring. They scored 2 in the bottom of the first, and then it would be all BJs after that, as they would score 2 in the second, 5 in the fourth, and 2 in the sixth. The A's would finally answer back with 1 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, and 1 in the sixth to give us the 9-6 score that we have at this point.
The 0 on its way to Shannon Martin. Ripped past a diving third baseman. And the A's score again. Zach Mora coming around to score on that one. 1 pitch, 1 RBI from Shannon Martin. And that brings up Grant Weiserman. And man, that is hotter than all hot.
Weiserman's with 36 hits on the season so far for the Dodge City A's. 1 for 3 his night at the plate, flew out his last time up.
And just like that, the lead has been cut to 2 runs as that ball's way outside for ball number 1. Grant's got to sit on a fastball right here. He has to. Sit on a fastball, see it deep, see it well. Give us a lead with 1 swing, big boy. There's already fireworks in the background. Big boys just waiting for a Grant Weiserman bomb. As the ball is watched in for a strike. The 1-1 on its way to Grant. Ball ripped up the middle, but swallowed up by the shortstop for a twin killing to end the rally of the A's. But with that, we still score 2, and we are only down by 2. So, still a good ball game going on, heading to the top of the 7th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball.
take this opportunity to thank more of our sponsors. I Don't Care Family Restaurant and Sports Bar, Parker Haskins Insurance Incorporated, Rabine Brothers Law Firm, Victory Electric Cooperative Association, Jimmy John's, and Ford County Farm Bureau Association. We thank you for your sponsorship and support of Dodge City A's baseball. Matt Mendez leading off for the Liberal BJs as the A's head into the top of the 7th, trailing 9-7 against these Liberal BJs. The BJs 9 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. They have stranded 8. And the A's 7 runs on 7 hits, 1 error. They have stranded 4. Marcelo Casillas back out for the Dodge City A's as that pitch in for strike number 1 to Mendez. Mendez is 0 for 2, got caught looking his last time up. 0-1 delivery coming from Casillas is fouled off. Quickly has Mendez down in the count 0-2.
Quickly 0-2 from Marcelo. Remember I said, hey, now's a day better than any to get everything back on track for Marcelo. The 0-2. Way outside for ball number 1. One and 2 on its way from Marcelo. Rears backs, throws, and it is popped up out of play. We will do the 1-2 over again. Marcelo already going to be at 50 pitches. So a lot of pitches coming out of the pen, and yet nobody is warming up in our pen. Well, Marcelo was a starter, so he does have the stamina to go longer. And I think that's what they're going to do. They're just going to ride him out. As the ball's low and away for ball number 2. 2-2 goes the count. Two and 2 on its way. Let's see what he does. Gets him to chop. Nate Murphy coming around, getting it, throwing across, and picked over there by the big boy, Big Country. And with that, there is 1 down in the inning. Leadoff hitter is put away.
So in steps Ben Merriman, who is 1 for 3. Struck out swinging his last time up.
That first pitch is riding inside for a strike.
Every batter in the BJ's lineup has been on base at least once.
Well, when you have a team that consistently scores double digits, that's a pretty normal thing for you to expect. As the ball is pieced down the line. Foul, though, for strike number 2. 52 pitches now for Marcelo. Quick, though, on the 1-2. Has 1 out with nobody on. This is the 5th time through the order, if I believe so correctly, right? 4th? 5th? This is the 5th time, right? Yep, 5th time coming around for the Liberal BJs. So those hitters getting their money's worth at the plate with plenty of ABs. And the 2-2 on, or ball low to make it 2-2. So we have a 2-2 on the way from Marcelo. As that ball is...
Misses high.
I mean, oi. Whatever you say, Blue. Was it high? Yes. Was it a strike? Also, yes. It's a high strike.
That's the letters.
Oh, well, 3-2. Ball don't lie. Let's see it. That ball freezes him on the outside corner. Ball don't lie. Last one was a strike. And that brings up Lane Snow, the left fielder. What has he done today?
2 for 4.
2 for 4, so that's a good day. What has he done with those 2?
Singled.
Oh, 2 singles. So Marcelo going out there, pumping up full of strikes, getting the job done. As that pitch is there for a strike. That slider's looking good from up here. It's got great movement, great depth. As that ball is also off the plate for a ball, 2-0, or 1-1. Chopped foul down the left-hand side. Nice play by the third base coach. Two-two on its way from Marcelo. The ball is hit to the third baseman, Murphy, who gobbles it up, throws it across, and a pretty painless 1-2-3 inning for your Dodge City Athletics. We head to the bottom of the seventh with Nyan Hayes leading off.
It is stretch time in Dodge City. We'll be back after this. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Take this opportunity to thank some more of our sponsors. Rapid Response and Service Master, Dodge City Kenworth, Cargill Meat Solutions, Tommy's Express Car Wash, Dodge City YMCA, and EDF Renewables. Brooks Kappelman takes over the mound for the Liberal BJs as Nyan Hayes leads off with a healthy swing for strike number one. Misses a little bit low, evens a count at 1 apiece.
I mean, you can't fault me. Like I said, I'm a baseball fan before I'm like, an A's fan. I don't know where that missed. It's just gonna be real with you, dog. And the makeup call is in session.
Ryan Hayes will go down looking, and in steps Tyler McAvoy. McAvoy 2 for 3 on the evening. Tyler McAvoy steps in with 15 hits. Ryan Hayes had 16. Pitch misses low and evens a count at 1 apiece. One and one count to McAvoy.
Ball's in there for a strike. The count goes 1-2. The 1-2 on its way to T-Mac. As that ball is popped up to the right fielder. Holden for out number 2.
In steps Nate Murphy. Murphy with 15 hits on the season. So as a pitcher, you can pitch from the stretch or from the windup.
Yes, you can whenever you feel like it.
So how do you go about, like, you're thinking, like, I'm going to do this one out of the pit or out of the windup or this one out of the stretch?
Runners on base, out of the stretch. Runner on third, nowhere else for him to go. I like to go out of the windup. But if you're one of those guys that doesn't like doing that, there's guys that just stay out of the stretch the whole time. It's all about a comfort thing. For me, I feel more comfortable in the windup, so I'll do it whenever I can. And that's with, obviously, no one on. And if there is a runner on, and it's just at third as a ball swung and a miss for a strike at number 3, yeah, I'll just do whatever I can to make sure that I can do in my windup, stay in my windup.
Cool. We head to the bottom of the 8th. No, we head to the top of the 8th.
That we do. And is Marcelo going to be going back out there?
I mean, there's...
Oh, no. Garrett Odie will be coming out. So a great outing by Marcelo to stop the bleeding and keep us in this game. Garrett Odie will now be taking the spot. Let's see what Odie can do.
We'll be back for the top of the 8th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Garrett Odie takes over the mound for the Dodge City A's.
The 0-0 pitch already from Garrett Odie is chopped to the first baseman. Missed a little bit, but getting over in time. One pitch, one out. That is efficient from Mr. Odie. Getting over there. You know, love seeing pitchers get over there for PFPs. Oh, as a big one popped off behind center field. You guys can see it on the live stream. If you look out in center field, they are setting off fireworks. Some of them show on the live stream, some of them don't. But that one definitely did. That was a big boy. Hey, it was a pretty good play. It was worthy of a firework. Getting over there, little PFP, never hurt nobody. As that pitch is outside for ball number 1. The frequency of the fireworks are going off a lot more consistently.
Garrett Odie with an 0-1 record.
Oh, that ball is gone. My goodness. Yep, over the scoreboard.
Making his 7th appearance for the Dodge City A's, Garrett Odie with 6 2/3 innings pitched coming into tonight has allowed 10 hits with a 13.50 ERA. 14 hits, 10 runs, has struck out 4 and walked 2. James Nolan steps in, a swing and a miss, and he's 1 for 4 on the evening, down in the count 0 and 1.
Oh, I don't know where that one's missing, but it is a ball.
Joel Roberts is 1 for 3 after that fly out to Weiserman's out in center field. Roberts flew out his last time up.
I mean, good on Garrett just getting back in the strike zone, giving up a bomb, gets a new baseball and goes, all right, guess what? I'm coming back with more strikes. So. It's not upstairs. The liberal announcer couldn't believe that one. You can hear him on the side of me. As that one is also in there for a strike. Quick 0-2 count.
Brock is someone that I like listening to him and hearing some of the history that he provides throughout his various broadcasts. Brock's been around for quite a while. That one misses outside. Makes it 1 and 2.
The 1-2 on its way from Odie is outside. Ball 2, and the count runs even, 2 apiece. The 2-2 on its way. Bowen outside for ball number 3, and working the count to go full is Joel Roberts. The payoff pitch on its way from Odie is chopped foul. Then we would do the full count over again. 3-2 on its way. Is a ball outside.
Gomez steps in. He's 2 for 3 on the evening. Hit a home run his last time up. First pitch. Got the outside edge and has Gomez down in the count 0-1.
The umpire is calling it late though, so that's why you fastball outside and it's okay. It's a strike. You gotta give it some time. A very good choice, very wise decision to pick off because these guys do like running. It is only a 3-run game, and 3 runs over here with this wind and the way our bats are is not a lot. So, and that guy I believe has 2 stolen bases already. Oh yeah, he wants to get going. You could see him stutter stepping when he goes to get back.
Keck down in the bullpen for the A's. Chaston Keck.
And just like I said, the runner is off, but finally has not been caught as the ball gets by. And now there is a runner at third base with 2 outs as that ball. The throw beat him, but the ball hits off of Shannon Martin's glove. Oh, it's 0-2. My bad. I thought it was 1-1. Well, 2 outs, 2 strikes. So runner on third doesn't really mean much. Just throw another strike like that or not. But hey, it is what it is. Our opinions don't matter. It's of the umpire. The 1-2 on its way from Garrett Odie is foul back, and we will do the 1-2 over again. The 1-2 on its way inside. Ball number 2. Count evens up at 2 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1 runner on. 1 run already in off of the bomb. 2-2 on its way. And foul tipped. Oh, not held on behind the plate, and we will do the 2-2 over again. Two on its way again from Garrett Odie. Good long pause as that ball is outside for a ball to make it even 3-2.
Full count.
3-2, full count.
Payoff pitch coming from Odie.
Mr. Odie winds and deals as that ball is swung on and missed for strike 3. But the Liberal Blue Jays do scratch one across with a solo bomb from the number 2 hitter of the inning. And the lead is extended 2-3. We head to the bottom of the 8th with Mr. Big Country leading us off.
I'd like to thank some more sponsors: Clark D. Stewart, and Forgone Financial, Conant Construction, Village Square Mall, First Dental, ITC Great Plains LLC, and Kelly Hendricks DDS. We thank you for your sponsorship and support of Dodge City A's baseball. Matthew Rivers steps in. He is 0 for 2 on the evening, was hit by pitch. His last time up. Brooks Kappelman returns to the mound for the Liberal BJs.
The 0-0 on its way to Mr. Rivers is swung on. Big, hefty, hardy hack, but comes up empty for strike number 1. As that ball is painted on the outside corner for strike number 2. And a quick 0-2 count to Mr. Rivers. The 0-2 on its way. Low and away. Good stop by the catcher. No runners on, no need to do it, but just taking pride in his position. The 1-2 on its way. Painted on the outside corner for ball 2. Yeah, me and the Liberal announcer are kind of in the same boat of disbelief on some of these pitches, but if it goes our way, then so be it, as that one is actually there for strike number 3. Whoa. And that brings up Zach Mora. 1 hit already on the day for him. My goodness, the BJs have scored double digits again. That's crazy. Guys are definitely known for their bats. As that pitch is outside for a ball. Ball number 1. Mr. Justin over here adjusting the field camera, doing different stuff with the settings that I have no idea what he's doing. So that's why the scoreboard has not been touched. He's messing with the gain setting. Oh, now going up to brightness. Okay, Ooh, gamma, nope, sharpness. Turned up the sharpness, and he has applied it. So, with that, there is now out number 2, which will bring up Isaiah Velasco. As that ball swung on and missed for strike number 2. It's a 1-1 count. Swing and a miss for strike number 3. We head to the top of the 9th with Tommy Molina leading off for the Liberal BJs. Let's see, but Chasen Keck is going in, Mr. Hometown Hero. Going after to keep it within 3. Let's see how he does.
Chasten Keck takes over the mound for the Dodge City A's as we head into the top of the ninth. Take this opportunity to thank some more sponsors. Kirby Meat, Best Water of Southwest Kansas, Danny Thomas, Wendy Barnett, Bella Italia Ristorante LLC, and Daniel L. Love. We thank you for your sponsorship and support of Dodge City A's baseball. First pitch in to Molina on the outside for strike number 1.
2-1-0 from Chasen Keck is popped up. Who's going to call it? Zay's calling it, and is an out. 2 pitches, 1 out. Zay almost collided with the hitter, and when he threw his mask, almost hit the hitter as well, because the hitter hit that ball and just looked at it. Good play, though, nonetheless, by Mr. Velasco.
Keck holds an 0-2 record coming in to today.
ERA?
With an 8.18 ERA, 11 innings pitched.
Oh, check swung on its way to first. Doesn't even run it out. Hitter is in disbelief at what has happened, but
That was one of those little
it happens, man.
excuse me swings. We did make an adjustment to the camera, so hopefully you can see a little more of the fireworks in the background.
Oh, so that's what you were doing, my good sir.
You know, trying to give our fans something to see. Ooh, a peel down, called strike. Down in the count, 0-2 is Merriman. Merriman's 1 for 4 and a high pop-up. Grant Weiserman's tracking it out in center field. He's got it. A quick 1, 2, 3 inning. Your A's are down to their final 3 outs. They need to score 3 to extend. A walk-off grand slam would be even sweeter. We're headed to the bottom of the ninth. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Remington Miller set to lead off for the Dodge City A's as we head into the bottom of the ninth. The A's trailing 10-7. How have we gotten ourselves to this point, you may ask? Well, the A's with 2 runs in the first, 1 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth. The Liberal BJs would score 2 in the second, 5 in the fourth, and 2 in the sixth, 1 in the eighth. 10 runs, 12 hits, an error for the BJs. 7 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for the Dodge City A's. Miller out to face Logan Wade, shows bunt, fouls it back over the netting for strike number 1.
And this game will be boiled down to the free 90s. Free 90s kill games. If we limit ours, we're either tied or we're ahead. So that hurts, man. And now quickly 0-2, the count to Remington Miller.
Just fouled off. Goes low for ball number 1. The A's and BJs in league action tonight. The BJs sit atop the Rocky Mountain League right now as
that ball
Miller
is popped into right center. Bermuda triangle, and it drops.
runner on for the Dodge City A's, and here comes Shannon Martin. So the A's and BJs tonight, it is a league contest. The A's and BJs in action again tomorrow night. It will be the 4th of July game from Brent Gould Field. It will be a spectacle to take in as that game always draws a huge crowd.
Ooh, I'm probably pitching tomorrow too. Probably like second out of the pen, probably. So I'm looking forward to it. Do they get chirpy over there? Like, are they gonna talk mess to me? I like it. I like it. I like the play. Is that ball's low for? Ooh, dugout screaming for Remington to get going, but he probably didn't see it. Ball barely got away from him. Was enough though to advance him. Good choice though by Remy. You know, you're down by 3, so if you don't have a great jump, don't even worry about it. The 1-1 will be on its way to Shannon Martin. That pitch. Laced into right field. Well, laced is a relative term. That ball is dumped into right field.
It was a jam shot.
It was a jam shot. Celebration shaking it off. Hey, and it gets the job done. 2 straight hits. We got first and third with nobody out, with Nyan Hayes up to bat. Oh,
and
no, Grant Weiserman. My bad.
Yeah.
Apologies.
Grant Weiserman's, but if you weren't watching, like, Remington
Ooh.
Miller took off, and he was running. He was going for third no matter what happened.
Ooh, I got a feeling, bro. Like my tum-tum. I got a feeling in the tum-tum.
So the tying run now at the plate, represented by Mr. Grant Weiserman's, with nobody out.
You can do it, Grant. You can do it, Grant.
Grant could tie this ball game.
Oh, he definitely can. He's got the pop to do it. Oh, he wants to do it. That ball was out of his strike zone. Not going to lie, that was a wall. But he is aggressive. Don't let the moment get too big, fella. Let's see what you can do. Oh, if we find a way to walk this off, I'm running down with the team. Like, I'm throwing the headset off. As that ball is laced into right field and gets down for another base hit, and the tying run is on base for your Dodge City A's with nobody out, first and second.
So in steps Nyan Hayes.
Hits.
Hayes is 0 for 4 on the night.
Oh,
and here comes
out. 3 straight hits, 2 jam pieces, and a lesser jam piece. So, did a good job creating weak contact. I mean, it was a bloop and a slightly harder exit velo bloop. But hey, it gets the job done. You know, you ever heard of the phrase bloop and a blast? So the blast is waiting. The blast is locked and loaded.
A's trail 10-8.
What has Mr. Nyan done?
He's over 4.
You know what he's going to do right now? He's going to bunt, and he's going to hopefully create chaos on the base paths and beat it out. He's going to bunt. It is the smart play to do right now. You need to bunt. You're 0 for 4. You're fast as fast can be. You need to bunt him over. Give me a good team AB. Draw on that third baseman. Get Shannon to third. Get Grant to second. Those guys on the bases are extremely fast as well. And there's a possibility that he could be safe at first, too. Let's see it.
Wade shakes off a couple of signs. Now he has what he wants and comes set.
Let's see it. Does not bunt. Oof.
Nice front door bender, but misses for ball number 1.
I'm a big player of the small ball game, so that's what I would do as a coach. But who knows? Maybe he wants some fireworks. Shannon dancing as that ball is outside. Ball number 2. Great count to hit for Nyan Hayes. My goodness, I'm getting hype right now. I'm standing up. Ooh, let's see it. Nyan. God, I love it. How can you not be romantic about baseball?
And the BJs have sent a pitcher to the bullpen and a sense of urgency now.
How can you not be romantic about baseball? The 2-0 on its way to Nyan Hayes. Inside ball 3. The bat does not leave your shoulder, Nyan. You are going to stare at this pitch. You're going to look pretty and increase your on-base percentage. That's what you're going to do. Oh, my goodness. Let's see it. 3-0. Taken. Right down the middle for strike number 1. Perfectly fine. All right, now we're ready to hit, big dog.
Even though it was in the zone, it would have been a jam shot.
100% would have been. Another jam shot. That would have been 4 on the day. 4 on the inning. The 3-1 on its way. On its way. Ooh, probably would have been ball number 4, but swung on and missed. See, this is why I would have bunted. This is why I would have bunted. It would have been productive. Got to be productive right now. Got to be productive right now. You have to be productive right now. 3-2 on the way. Ooh, fouled back. Just a little choke and poke to the right side. Look how massive that hole on the right side is. Let's see it. Full count. Pitch on the way. Another foul ball, and we will do the full count over again. Shannon's getting jumpy over there at second base. The duel right now. It's just pitcher and hitter right now. Let's see it. Let's see it. D 3-2 on its way to Nyan. Shannon's dancing. Curveball right down the middle for strike 3. Another strikeout.
In steps Tyler McAvoy, but all is not lost. McAvoy, another person that can do it.
So that brings up T-Mac. T-Mac's seen the ball good today. So let's see what he can do. Man, I'm really bummed out about that. My goodness.
It's just the first out. The go-ahead run.
Yeah, but if it was a productive out.
Still at the plate.
To get second and third with 1 out, then a base hit ties the game. Now a base hit still, we're down by 1. And the double play's in order. Oh, the 0-0 on its way to T-Mac. And looks at that one for a strike. Little flip me over. Oh, 1 to T-Mac. It'll be on its way. Please do something cool, T-Mac. Please do something cool. low for ball number 1. Count evens up at 1 apiece. One on its way to T-Mac. Man, I'm getting nervous. I'm not even the one that's playing. Good hold. Great hold by the pitcher. So much so that T-Mac did not like that. Ones. We will do the ones over again. Oh, 2-1, my bad. Swung on with the fury, but nothing doing. 2s on T-Mac. Oh, let's see what we can do here. Back-to-back wow. 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 My goodness, you've been gifted that, Mr. T-Mac. Please do something with your second life. Three and 2. That ball is way off the plate for strike 3. And just like I said, that's why we should have had a productive first out. That is why I am so irritated right now. Oh my goodness. And I mean, not gonna lie, that was a bad pitch on the outside corner, but I think that curveball might have been in there for a strike. So, what about you? I think that curveball might have been in there for a strike. So a little bit of a makeup call, maybe. Maybe. Because it was off the plate. So like I said, yeah, probably a makeup call if I had to guess.
But that was also Nyan's 4th strikeout looking of the ball game.
My Jesus. Yeah, it's called being productive at the plate when we have runners in scoring position with first and second, nobody out. I don't know. Not to talk like mess, not to be rude, but man, that's like 0 baseball IQ right there. You're struggling on the day. You just get it down, and you're fast. That he'd for sure have been on base with that. Would have had bases loaded for T-Mac. Oh, I am bummed. My day is ruined. The 1-1 to the big Murph. Great hold. As that pitch is low and away for ball number 2. No shot. The blue had an angle on that one. I mean, nice try catch, but I mean, you never know. You miss every shot you don't take, but there's no way the umpire could make that call, especially where he's at right now at second base. No shot. He doesn't have a chance. The big Murph. Let's see what he can do. 2-1. Swung on and missed. 2 apiece. Deuce was wild. 2 on, 2 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oh my goodness. Two on its way. Outside ball number 3. The same pitch that was called on T-Mac for a strike has now been looked at for a ball. So, all right. So, man, my goodness, that's disrespectful to T-Mac. Oh, that hurts me. I know you're telling me to calm down, but I'm a player, man. I'm competitive. I want to win. Oh.
Goose Fruba.
3 and 2, and the runners leave. As that ball is pieced in the left center by Murph. The ball keeps on going, and it's a regular flyout. And I am mad. Take care. Have a good rest of your day. I'm going to go just
Thank
walk
you,
around.
Mr. Chavez, for joining us. That will end it as the A's fall 8-10. We'll take a step aside, get our final sponsors in. We'll be back with our final game numbers and wrap up. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. The A's fall in league action 10-8 against the Liberal BJs tonight. The Liberal BJs, 10 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. They strand 9. The Dodge City A's, 8 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors. They strand 6. The tying run actually was on first base. The go-ahead run made it to the plate 3 different times, but the A's not able to take advantage of it tonight. So we'll take a look back. As the A's would score early, a 2-run home run by Grant Weisermans would get the scoring started for the Dodge City A's. As they would lead 2-0, the Liberal BJs would answer back in the top of the second to tie it at 2 apiece. The BJs would go up 7-2 going into the bottom of the fourth, but the A's would finally answer back after the BJs scored 7 to make it a 7-3 ball game. The A's would score 2 more in the fifth and 2 more in the sixth after the BJs would score 2 in the top of the sixth. BJs would score 1 more in the eighth. The A's would score 1 in the eighth. 10-8 the final. As they fall in league play, they will fall to 8-8 overall in league action and fall to 9-12 overall on the season. So the win will go goes to Fidel Hatch for the Liberal BJs. The loss goes to Steven Trinidad he would be the starting pitcher that would allow the runs that would get the BJs into the ball game. So that'll wrap it up for this one as the A's fall to the BJs 10-8. They are back in action tomorrow night, 7 p.m. first pitch from Brent Gould Field. It is the 4th of July fireworks game that the A's love to participate in. We will be there for that one. Justin Hergert alongside was with Matthew Chavez tonight, saying thank you from the entire A's board and organization for following along with Dodge City A's baseball. They drop it 10-8. We're back in action tomorrow, 7 p.m. at Brent Gould Field. This has been Dodge City A's baseball.